Arizona Public Schools will potentially have another battle in sight soon, and it's not COVID-19, but rather the state legislature.
Public school districts in every county will face enormous and devastating budget cuts if you fail to defuse the ticking time bomb that will force them to close.
Arizona Superintendent of Public Instruction Kathy Hoffman is referring to the March 1st deadline for the legislature to override the spending cap. She says schools cannot maintain operation without action from the legislature and calls inaction not an option. And although Hoffman is worried, State Representative John Kavanaugh has an optimistic look that legislators will override the cap.
It has to be done by March 1st. I'm pretty confident it will be done by March 1st.
But what if it's not? Many Arizonans are asking that question. We talked to Vice President Marisol Garcia at the Arizona Education Association about the what ifs.
So the money just goes and gets put back into a savings account. It cannot be spent. And so what that means immediately is that educators could lose their jobs starting April 1st.
Advocates like the Arizona Education Association are concerned that sports, after-school activities, and theater could be drastically impacted by these budget cuts. Schools could lose 16% of funding across the board if impacted by the cuts.
This is not a distant impact. This is a direct impact. But I think even more importantly, it just adds the level of anxiety that is happening in schools as it is.
Lawmakers must override the cap by a 2/3 majority in the very few legislative days left until March 1st.